You over there with the cute butt, why don't you jump off that treadmill, come sit down, and relax a minute? That was incredibly cheesy, but I mean it. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Samantha. This is not your average glow up, a safe place where we come and we talk all things mental health. I'm out here in my yard trying to soak up a little sunlight while also trying to sit under the shade of this tree, which is fading rather quickly, so I probably need to get this show on the road. Today I want to talk to you about the Hadronic Treadmill, which I've touched on this in another video, but not so in depth. The condensed version of it is that we as humans sometimes equate our worth or our value on how successful we are. So we go out into the world and we try to chase success, whether that be money or a healthy relationship or what have you. We take something physical and we deem that as success, and we place our worth on it. And when we go to chase that thing and we get to it, we get to that level of success, we find ourselves still not happy. Let me let you in on a little secret. Your self-worth is not dependent on what you say or even what you do. And I know you might be like, Sam, that is totally true, but that's not who you are. What you do isn't who you are. And you might be going, yeah, it is, Sam. No, it's not. Who you are is just who you are. Are you a good moral person? Do you bring light to the life? Do you live every day trying to better yourself? Do you love yourself? That's where your true value comes from. It doesn't come from how much money you have. It doesn't come from what kind of job you have. It doesn't come from, do you have all the nicest clothes, or are you skinny enough, or is your butt big enough? Or that's not where your self-worth comes from. So today it was put on my heart that someone out there, somebody probably who's going to watch this video, needed the message to get off the freaking treadmill. The people that are meant to be in your life are going to meet you exactly where you are. They're going to love you for exactly who you are and where you are. I talked last week about trimming your hedges, and in that video I said that weeds are my favorite flowers. Well, I read this quote, and I think it was just a meme. It's like nothing super exciting, but it said weeds are just flowers that popped up in the wrong location. And I think humans are the same way. I think sometimes people deem us as a weed because those people just aren't meant for us. They can't understand our beauty. They can't grasp our worth. But that doesn't make you any less of a flower. That doesn't make you any less worthy. It just means you popped up in the wrong location around the wrong people. So if you find yourself struggling today, say maybe you're a guy and you've been having some financial troubles, and there's this girl you really like or whatever, and you're like, well, if I just get my finances in order, then I'll be good enough to come forth to this girl with an offer. Sweetheart, if she's worried about how much money you have, she ain't for you, because your money isn't gonna make her love you anymore. If anything, it's just gonna make her love your money more. And I don't know about you, but I don't want somebody who just wants me for my money. If you're somebody and say you used to have like 6-pack abs and now you've gotten a little chunk in the middle, which I can totally relate post 2 kids, you don't have to hit the gym and be supermodel hot to be damn sexy to somebody. You don't have to have this picture perfect job. I know a lot of YouTubers out there are really struggling to create content right now because of this pandemic. But just because things aren't as easily accessible to you, just because you might not be able to create the same content you were before, doesn't mean that your content is any less valuable. For example, Thomas Bragg posted on his Instagram today. He is one of the main guys from Yes Theory. He posted on his Instagram like this long paragraph today talking about how, you know, it's been a weird year with this pandemic and he's grateful that for everybody to be patient and this, that, and the other. And yeah, in a way I miss their old content because it was fun and it was lighthearted and they went on these adventures and it was entertaining. But I've also thoroughly enjoyed their new content because it's real. I've enjoyed watching these guys grow up. I've enjoyed watching them navigate hard times. It makes you feel more connected. And I'm sure there is a lot, and I mean a lot, more turbulent things, conversations, events that have happened behind the scenes. That's life. But it's nice as a viewer to know that they're humans too, because let me let you in on a little secret. Every single influencer you see on any platform is a human being with real world problems. That cute guy or girl that you're pining after that just seems so perfect, they seem like they got it all together, you're only seeing their 10%. You're not getting the other 90% of their day. They're only posting an hour-long video when there's 24 hours in a day. You're only getting the perfectly curated versions of them. So don't compare yourself to other people. Don't set expectations for yourself of who you need to be. Because for the right people, you're gonna pop up in their yard and they're not gonna go, ooh, that's a weed. They're gonna go, wow, look at all these gorgeous wildflowers just filling my yard. What a beautiful blessing. Because honey, you are a blessing. With all your mess, with all your crazy, with all of your failures, you are perfectly beautiful and perfectly worthy, exactly the way you are. There is a quote, and I can't remember the exact quote, something along the lines of failure or a no from God isn't actually a no. Failure is just a universal pivot. So we may get fired from a job, or we may get rejected from that person that you've been pining after. But that doesn't mean that you weren't worthy of that job. That doesn't mean that you weren't good enough for that person that you were pining after. It means that the universe has something better, something more beautiful, something more suited for you out there. I think sometimes we get down in the dumps and we get like, oh, woe is me. This thing didn't work out, so obviously I wasn't good enough for it. Oh, I put myself out there and I risked getting my heart broken and I got my heart broken, so obviously that means I'm not deserving of love. And that's not true. It just means that you're a wildflower. Some people are gonna see you as a nuisance and a weed, and then some people are gonna decorate their hair with you because you are a beautiful bitch. And you need to know that. That's today's message. So I want to pull some cards, and then I want to turn off this camera and read my book. I have to move all of my weeds. I'm currently I'm currently reading this Celestial Prophecy is my current book. I've been working on this book for a while. I keep picking it up and putting it down because it's so good that it fucks with me for a while. Like I'm about to make some like real book nerds cringe. But you know a book is good when you highlight it. Like I have literal chunks of this book highlighted and notes in the margins where it just like it does it for me. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, what do you mean? But yes, I highlight some of my books, like some of my favorite quotes. Ace of Fire, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. But yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. And I'm going to keep talking to you for a second because I'm going to look some of these up. I thoroughly enjoy this deck, but I kind of, I like to reference the book for this one because it's very, very good. So Ace of Fire, spiritual power to action, inspired transformation, access to co-creative power. All right. And then the Wheel of Fortune, we already know what that means. The Moon, we already know what that means. Okay, cool beans. So someone watching here has wanted to come together with someone else. You're wanting to create something magical. You're wanting to co-create. That was the word that stuck out for me the most when reading about this card. But you're holding yourself back. You're maybe you're struggling with your self-worth. Maybe you're the person that this video is for. Maybe you feel like it's not the right time, or I'm not good enough, or I need to do A, B, and C first. Maybe you're afraid to put yourself out there and risk rejection, but you're inspired to create something, co-create, work together with someone else on some sort of endeavor. This card has this cute little pixie, and she's sitting on a lantern. And the message that I get from this is that you have this spark of an idea, and it's beautiful, and it's meant to light the way for others. You are this thing that you have a vision for, that you're wanting to come together with someone else and create something for. It's not just going to benefit you and this person you come together for. It's literally going to light a path and a new way of thinking and a new way of being for others. So whatever that thing is that you've been longing to do, the Wheel of Fortune paired with the Moon are coming together to tell you that you are manifesting and creating something beautiful, that you've been divinely guided to do so. The Moon speaks a lot about our intuition and trusting that divine feminine energy, that intuition, that inner knowing. You are in master manifestation mode right now. You might not be able to see it because you might have physical blocks right now. Maybe you just lost your job. Maybe you are going through some hardship right now with some friends or some family. But you're literally in the process right now of creating your dreams. This is confirmation from the universe that this is for you, that this thing that you've been dreaming about, this thing that you've gotten this small vision of, is for you. There's literally, I just now noticed this for the first time ever. This Wheel of Fortune card, it has, I've never noticed this before, but it almost has a heart, and it's all green, and green is representative of the heart chakra. So maybe the thing that you're afraid to risk, maybe that thing that that you're scared to push yourself out of your comfort zone, is because there's a heart wound. There's something in your heart that needs healing. And taking this risk, seeking a little discomfort, pushing yourself out of that comfort zone can be very healing for you. Let me pull some more cards. I want to pull some more. Empress, yeah, you're in bad bitch energy right now. 4 of air, 5 of fire. I'm gonna reference the book again. Like I said, I like to mix with this deck. I really, really enjoy it. I like to mix what the book says with what I intuitively get from the imagery. 4 of air is about healing, meditation, rest. What did I start this video off by saying with my cheesy little monologue? Jump off that freaking treadmill and give your body, your mind, your spirit some rest. You don't have to keep chasing this level of success to be worthy. It's good to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's good to challenge yourself, to strive for better. I advocate for striving for better constantly on this channel. But you also got to come back to your center. You need to meditate. You need to take a breather. Take a nice warm bubble bath. I just got the imagery of drinking a glass of scotch by a fire. I don't even like scotch, so maybe there's somebody out there who thoroughly enjoys scotch. Curl up by a fire, drink some scotch. I don't know why that just came to my head, so, okay. And then 5 of fire. Creative brainstorming, unity, diversing, honoring differences. Yeah, that's literally what I was talking about earlier with co-creating. So you need to take a breather. You're coming into bad bitch energy. The Empress is like, ugh, she's that bitch. I love her. She's like nurturing, warm energy. And the message that I get from her, paired with these other 2 cards about creativity and about, rest, is that you need to nurture yourself. The way you want to love others, the way you want to provide for and care for others is the way you need to learn to provide and care for yourself. Maybe there's somebody out there who, I don't know why I keep getting this message that there is a guy out there who really likes a girl but doesn't feel worthy for them. It makes me sad because I get this really sweet, nurturing, warm energy from this person. And it's like honey, but with like a little bit of like nutmeg or cinnamon, like I can taste it. Your spirit is like a warm hug. It's like soothing and warm and nurturing and comforting, exactly the way you are right now. Love yourself, protect yourself the way you want to protect this person that you're not feeling good enough for. It's sweet and it's kind and it's lovely that you want to protect this person and that you want to care for them and provide for them. And you should, if that's what your heart longs for, if that's if you enjoy that role as the protector and the provider, do that, but do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because you feel like that's where your worth lies, because it's not. Do it because it's an act of love and an act of service. But remember to protect and nurture and love yourself the same way. Okay? I'm going to get some more messages for another person because I feel like that was specifically aimed towards a very specific person. So Spirit, do you have any messages for anyone else watching this video? The Magician. Hey. I love him. Magician. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the Moon. Okay, these are not like the opposite, yet the same. Okay. My brain, the way I see the Empress and the way I see the Magician is kind of like the opposite equivalent. And I know that's an oxymoron, but like there's feminine energy and there's masculine energy, and then there's pairings of those energies. And these two cards do not necessarily go together. Sorry, my hip is falling asleep. I realized after I set up everything that I have picked the wrong outfit for the setup. So I'm trying to sit delicately like a lady. But I kind of view the Magician as like the male counterpart or the male equivalent to the Empress. I said she's bad bitch energy. She's like, and really the High Priestess would be more, but for some reason I always think of the Empress this way. But the Magician is a master manifester. He's an alchemist. He can, he just creates things naturally. He doesn't even have to like learn the law of attraction. He is the law of attraction. He is just like, he thinks it, he believes it, and it happens. He has dreams and they come into fruition. He has goals and ambitions and they just happen. Things flow so easily when you're tapped into this energy. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which, you know, is confirming all that, and the Moon, once again. Yet you are manifesting so much right now, and I keep getting this message that you don't see it. Everything you want is falling perfectly and beautifully into place. And some things you don't even know you want. Like the universe has better for you than you could even imagine. I want to pull some self-care cards because self-care is a huge message in today's video. Make a meal. Focus on your diet. Not to make yourself hotter and more fit and have a flatter stomach, although that would be nice. View food as a way to nurture and love yourself. Your body is your temple. It's your home. It's where your spirit resides. Care for it. Love it. Focus on your food. Be present with your food. Eat healthier. Read a book. Okay. Read a book. Maybe you're a reader and you haven't read in a while. This one says connect to your womb. But the message that I get from here is connect to the divine. Connect to your feminine energy. Maybe you need to sit out under the moon and connect to that, you know, that moon goddess energy. I love doing that sometimes when I'm feeling lost. I like to just sit out here, actually, where I'm sitting now, and just look up at the moon and connect with that energy. I'm also getting the message for specific people. You need to reconnect with your mother. Maybe your mother has some good advice for you. You need to nurture yourself. Connect with Earth. Yes, take a walk out in nature. God, that sounds so good. There's also a lot of crystals in this imagery. So if you enjoy crystals, if that's something that your soul resonates with, Maybe sit down and add some crystals to your meditations. My friend Melanie Williams here on YouTube, go check her out. She is one of my favorite humans ever. I call her my YouTube mama. She is mailing me some moldavite. She's made me a pendant and a little copper and moldavite ring. It should be in the mail any day. I'm super excited about it. So I had a dream that literally in my dream I was walking in the woods, and these little sprites came up to me and they just kept telling me moldavite. And so I messaged her the next morning and I was like, hey, I want to get some moldavite. And now she's made me some custom jewelry and it should be here any day. Take a bath. I was literally saying that earlier. Light some fucking candles. Soak in a bathtub. Get some salt. Get maybe some essential oils. Lavender would be wonderful. Aromatherapy, literally as I said, lavender. Aromatherapy came up. Sing. Yes, God, sing. Have fun. You can make a joyful noise unto the Lord, as the Christians say. Like, you don't have to have the best singing voice. Like, maybe you're a musician and you thoroughly enjoy like playing your guitar and singing. Just sing. Write a song. Pleasure. This is gonna be an adult thing to say. God, I hope my parents don't watch this. Maybe you need to loosen up a bit. I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a PG way. Show your physical body some love. Do you get my drift? You know, loosen up a bit. Relax. Look up at the stars. It's what I was talking about earlier with the moon. Maybe you need to do some stargazing. Sometimes when I look up at the stars or the moon, it reminds me that the universe is infinite. Sometimes we get in this mindset here on Earth that, you know, this is all there is. But then you look up at the stars and you realize that those are literally burnt out suns, and that it's like there's all of our planets and our moon and our sun, and then it continues, 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 and then it continues. And that there's so much out there that we can't wrap our head around. And that's a beautiful thing. These problems that we try to make so big and so serious are so tiny and minute, and I don't know. That was burning bowl ritual. Yes, yes, yes. I love this ritual. Whatever is hindering you, whatever is stopping you, your fears, your blocks, your doubt, write that shit down and say, I release this. I don't want that. I am healing from this. I rise above that, and light that shit on fire. It is so fun. I'm a bit of a pyro. At my mom's house, before they ripped up the carpet, there was a huge burn spot in my carpet in my old bedroom, which is now my little sister's room, because when I was a teenager, I was actually doing this, and I missed the pot that I was throwing the piece of paper into, and I accidentally lit the carpet on fire. That was really scary. I thought I was gonna get beat. Plan a vacation. Maybe there's a trip you've been wanting to take. Like, maybe there's, like earlier when I was talking about co-create, maybe there's a specific person that you've been wanting to meet up with. This is confirmation. Do it. Take that trip. Take that leap of faith. Write a gratitude list. Yes, 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 yes. Come back to your center. When everything feels like it's falling apart, when you can't see the big picture, when it seems like everything's going wrong, or you try to take a step forward and you're 2 steps back, write a gratitude list. Write down all of the good small details that have happened recently, and you'll realize that you're so much further along on your journey than you can even see right now. Sometimes it feels, and I get this way because I'm incredibly impatient. I don't like to be told no. I'm stubborn as hell. So when I want something, I want something. I don't want to have to wait for it. I want it. So sometimes I get impatient, like I can feel a blessing coming, but it's not happening fast enough. So I become ungrateful, or I begin to doubt that thing. But then I have to come back to myself, and I have to sit down and meditate and ground myself, use my singing bowl and do a little sound healing, or take a nice bath with my salts and light my candles and just meditate, come back to my center, write a gratitude list, and then I'm able to see with my spiritual eyes that holy shit, a lot of progress is actually being made in real time, but I'm so focused on the end goal that I'm not seeing the blessing or the journey that's taking me there. The journey's a beautiful place to be. I know sometimes we want that perfect little idealistic end goal. But like I said about the Hadronic Treadmill, sometimes it's not all it's cracked up to be. That person that you're pining after, they have real issues, real problems. They have hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And there's gonna be issues within that relationship, even if they're a perfect match for you, even if they're a beautiful, wonderful person that's gonna love you. They're still a human being. They still come with turbulence. That job that you want, well, that job comes with extra responsibility. That money, that fame, that recognition, that notoriety that you're chasing after, that comes with great responsibility, more attention on you, more people judging you. So enjoy the journey. Be grateful for where you at. That bird is cracking me up, making me stutter. Be grateful for where you are at right now, because where you're at right now is a beautiful place to be. You're already worthy. You're already loved. Time is... Do you guys hear this bird? Hello, friend. He only wants to do it when I'm talking. Oh, hi, butterfly. But time is relative. It's not real. That's... Let Sammy break out a joint, sit in a circle, and talk to you about how time is relative. No, but seriously, time is an illusion. We can literally use meditation as a way to go forward and back in time and to heal our inner child. This is something that I'm learning to do right now, is to, in my meditations, go back to some of my more traumatic childhood memories and change them in my meditation. Like, go back to places where I was wounded or I was hurt and show that inner child some self-love. And in doing so, I am changing the way that I feel and the way that I process things or communicate or interact with others here in present time. Because when you heal those childhood wounds and you release those hurts, then you're in a healthier place now. A lot of people who are not there in their spiritual journey, that's going to sound really woo-woo and really crazy. I never claimed to be sane. Is all I'm saying. That's the message I have for you today. And I want to thank you for allowing me to do this for you, and coming and sitting with you and spending time with you. It means the world to me. I hope one day that I will be able to meet those out there who watch this that I haven't yet met, and just give you a nice warm hug, maybe a little kiss on the cheek, or maybe hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. But no, seriously, I love you from the bottom of my heart. You are beautiful, wonderful, amazing souls. And I just want you to know today how appreciative you are. I love you. Bye.